y'all, welcome to my FlossTube. This is gonna be a little, well, it's gonna be a lot different than just sitting and showing you my stuff because everything's kind of spread out and around and I just don't feel like getting it all together. And I'm probably just gonna have to piece this video together as I make my little video clips. So I hope that's okay. I'm in my kitchen right now. I'm about to unload the dishwasher and then I'll get started. I have been on vacation since the last video that I made. I went to the beach. I went to the beach and we were there for about 9 days and it was great. And the entire time I was there, I only worked on one project. Believe it or not. Yeah, I did. And I'll talk to you about that in just a minute, but that's pretty much all I've been up to is I went to the beach and I came back and it literally has taken me a few days to kind of like get over it. I have been stitching every day and I've got several things to show you, but yeah, that's my life. That's my life update. I went to the beach. Yay! And I actually got to the point, and this is so unlike me, that I was ready to come home. I was like beached out. I'd had enough. And it was starting, the weather was actually really good. The water was not pretty like it usually is, and when we go to the beach, we go to Panama City Beach. It's the Gulf Coast. And the water is usually really pretty where we stay, but it wasn't, it was like, it's usually like that clear crystal blue or, beautiful, like almost like the Caribbean water. This time it wasn't. And the weather was, it was all right. It wasn't as hot and humid as it normally is. The humidity kicked in the day before we left, which was fine. I was like, yeah, well, I don't have to deal with this the entire time. So that was nice. So we could actually sit out on the beach a lot. And it wasn't like super hot and sticky, which was great. But so that was a good time and my arm's getting tired now. So I'm gonna unload the dishwasher and I'll come back and show you what I worked on. See you in a minute. Hey, before I move on with all the stitching stuff, I really wanted to say thank you so much for all the great comments that I got on my last video. The video that I made was, I said something about how thumbs down hurts my feelings when you get a thumbs down. How when I get a thumbs down on my videos, it hurts my feelings. I don't know, I mean, I was just in a mood. Usually things like don't bother me, but I was thinking that I rambled on too much about just personal stuff and people didn't want to hear about that. But I got so many comments, kind comments and messages about that video. And all of you, pretty much all of you, said that you like the rambling and just do your own thing. So I am gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And sometimes, they may be longer, sometimes it may be shorter, but I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you that reached out to me, that made a comment, that liked the video. And it made me feel like, I don't know, made me feel good about what I was doing and that people actually do want to watch the things that I put on here. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Okay, now moving on. Hey, I'm in my craft room. Y'all, I just did like a 15-minute video and I forgot to hit record. Okay, maybe I'll do it faster this time. So when we went to the beach, we left on June 30th. And I knew that I was gonna be there for a week or in a couple days. So I wanted to take something that was Christmas related because I wanted to do the Jolly July or Christmas in July, whatever. So I picked out a chart or a kit that I had that I really wanted to work on. This is the one I picked out. It is Christmas Cove. I hope you can see that. I purchased this off of eBay. It's from the Gold collection from dimensions. And it is by Carl Valente. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. It's an 18 by 14 frame size without the mat. It's on, it had the thread, 16 count dove gray Aida fabric, and then the thread palette, needle, and the instructions, and it's from 1996. Let's look at it again. This is probably one of the most expensive kits. I'm embarrassed to say because now I just feel stupid for ordering it. But I really wanted it. I really wanted it. And so I really wanted to work on it since I've spent that much money, you know, purchasing it. And these kits, this particular kit came tied up, the thread or floss, whatever, came tied up in this like gold ribbon. It's not the ones, and I don't know what the difference is, where they're made, whatever. Why some of them come on like the tied up in the thread or tied up in that ribbon, or why some of them come in like the thread organizing paper thing. I actually, this kit did come with some of those, but it just didn't, like, those are the ones. And I like those better because I can just work off those, but it did come with some of those. So I'm able to like put leftover threads on those, I guess. So we left on June 30th and got to, we got there June 30th too. So I knew I wasn't gonna start stitching on this until July 1st. So the entire car ride there, I organized my floss. I took it off, sorted it all out, and put it on these. I got these on Amazon. They're like heavy cardstock or craft paper. I don't know what it's called. Gift tags. And the set came with like 200, and then they came in like these little, I don't know what it's called, a little ribbon, whatever, you know, to tie them onto gifts, which I just threw away because I don't use those. And I have a hole punch, and I punch a hole in the top and the bottom, and then I just put the thread on, and then I marked them with a Sharpie, the color and the number for this project, and put them all on here. Because I wasn't gonna drive, because that was out of the question, no driving for me, because I had too many projects to work on, and too many things I needed to do, and then plus I had to take a nap. So the entire car ride, I worked on this pretty much. So it was like 6.5 hours of sorting this kit out. But by the time I got there, I knew I was gonna be able to wake up in the morning and immediately start on this project because it was gonna be July 1st. And I worked on it every morning because I mean, I wasn't gonna spend, the only time I stitched was really in the morning before everybody woke up, when everybody was kind of being lazy, and I got my coffee and I came back up into my room and I did my stitching. And I brought like a Q-snap and everything. I didn't have any frame with me because I was just too much. But I worked on it from July 1st to July 8th because we left on, and I think I worked on it on July 9th in the car a little bit too. That's how far I got. So yeah, working on good notes, because I just take a picture of it and put it on like a section of the chart, because the chart is colored and little, and I mean like the little, it's hard for me to read without like zooming in on things, and so that's just the way it's frustrating. I'm so used to Pattern Keeper that everything else is just not the same. So this is the part on the, well, I'll show you the picture. I'm working on this part right here. Yeah, I've done that little thing, mark it, and so I'm just working on this section. So this will take me a while, but I really wanted to get a good start on it. And I haven't done any more. Today's the 16th of July, and I haven't done any more on this project, but we'll look at it again. That's how big the fabric is. think it's 16 count, and I've just done a little section. And that's one of the Christmassy things that I've done in July. And I'm gonna be back with something else in just a minute. Okay, another thing, another project that I took to the beach was Katie and Cruncher. Sorry about, you're seeing the blinds and the reflection there. So this is Katie and Cruncher, and it is by Hannah Lynn, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I took this one to the beach because, I mean, there's a shark in it. Luckily, I didn't see any sharks. Well, I didn't even get in the ocean. I don't like the ocean. I love looking at the ocean. I love being near the ocean. I love putting my feet in the ocean, like with a chair, beach chair, and like sitting there. But I do not, and I will get into the ocean to a certain depth, and that would be like the middle of my calves. I mean, like that high. But I don't like going out into the ocean and floating around. I never have, ever since I saw the movie Jaws with my grandfather. So I worked on this a little bit, and that's just how far I've gotten. This is a big project. This is on 18 count, and I'm doing this on with full crosses with 2 strands, 2 or 1 full cross. I actually started off doing tent stitch, but it was a pain to have to get out like 3 threads, and I was like, forget that. I want to get out 1 and double it over. Okay, so that's Katie and Cruncher. And I have one more project that's right here, and then I'm gonna have to leave and go find everything else. This is, I think, the other one that I took that I started, but I never worked on it while I was there. But I do have my Jaws needle minder on it. Ooh, I just need to take that needle out. Okay, so this is from Gecko Rouge. Oh, and the reason why I got this kit a long time ago. It is from Gecko Rouge, and it's by artist Tom Fedro, and it's called Bedazzled. Is that what it's called? Bejeweled. And I got this because I thought that it would be easy to stitch. It was just blocks of color, and it might be a good switch, you know, to go between those projects that are really confetti heavy to something that was more block color. And it only has like 25 colors on it. So this is what I've done on it. Just that. And I hadn't done it because I hadn't been working on it. I've had the kit for a while because I decided that I cannot do full coverage without a gridded fabric. I can't. So this is an 18 count. And I don't even know if I'm holding it the right way. I think I am. Yeah, because it goes long down this way. And it's a little closer look there. That's it. But you can see those blocks of color there. I mean, it's going to be pretty enjoyable to stitch up when I get around to it. And yeah, the fabric that comes in the, I don't know why I'm rolling it up like that. The fabric that comes in the Gecko Rouge kits, I think you can get one kind of gridded fabric, but I really wish that they would have like 18. I wish they count, but it's in 25 count, and it's the Magic Guide, unless they've changed this. The Magic Gridded Fabric, Magic Guide, I don't even know what it's called, but it's by DMC, and it's like 20 holes across per square versus 10. And I didn't like it. I don't like working on that. So that is that one. Those are the 3 projects. Did I take anything else? I think those are the 3 projects that I took to the beach, but I didn't work on this one at all. I need to get started on it. Okay, now I'm gonna try to go find the other things I've been working on. I'll be right back. Okay, so when I got back from the beach, I had been working on that Christmas cove for over a week every day, and I just wanted something different, but that was also Christmas related. So I decided to get out my beaded cross stitch. These are all beads, and I've shown this to you before, but what I need to work on it. I wanted to work on this 30 minutes a day, and I need to work on it today, actually. But I did like this section right here, and then I moved over to this side, and I have done, starting right there, I've done this section right here. This, I timed myself, and it takes me like a whole 30 minutes just to do like 3 of these rows. And that includes like sorting them out and all that kind of stuff, because that takes time. But this is, I'll just call it Christmas bird or bead bird when I talk about it, because I don't really know what, I thought that was a cardinal, but I'm not really sure if it is or not. But it has a Santa hat on, so it's Christmas related. I'm sorry, a helicopter just flew over my house. It's weird. Okay. So I've worked on this, and I really want to finish this by Christmas. So I really need to, I'm probably going to be working on this more, and not just in July, but like for the next few months anyway. I would love to have this finished. And so that is another thing that I've been working on for the Jolly July. Okay, so I wanted another cross stitch project to work on that was like Christmas related. And I was down in my basement, and I found this kit that I had purchased for like really cheap off of maybe Mercari, I think. And it's by Busilla, is that how you say that? Busilla. And it's called Santa's Workshop Advent Calendar. And so I'll put this down, but it's a whole kit. It had all the floss and the fabric and the pattern and everything in there, and the little things to make it into an advent calendar, which I'll show you a closer picture of in just a second when I put it down. But I started working on this. Okay, so this is what I'm working on, and it's actually a pretty big piece and has a good amount of back stitching, but I really wanted to do it because I love these older kits. This one is from 1994, and it has quite a bit of detail in it with all the little toys and things in it. So that's like the big stitching part, and then the bottom of it has the advent calendar, and it also, so you have to stitch this part, and then you somehow, it came with these like ribbons, these strings of ribbons that you tie. So I don't know, there's directions on how you attach them at the end, I'm sure. But what you're supposed to do with them is you tie up like candy. I mean, they're just using these mint thingies, I don't know what they're called, as an example for each day. But I would definitely use like something that was candy that was like way better than that. What kind of candy would you put on here? I mean, like, I'm so curious. Like, that's around the size of one of these, but that's like better. Maybe chocolatey, I don't know. But I really wanted to start on this, and I did start on it, and I'll show you where I'm at. There I am. It's actually pretty easy to stitch. Now, this is white Ada, and the pattern calls for like these areas. Like that's, I think, part of his Santa. When I say his, I mean Santa. And that's part of his coat, like the little white fur or something on it. That may be as well. Anyway, of course, that's the belt, and there's like a spool of thread, and I've actually added, I'm trying to add the back stitching into this as I go, because I'm working off Good Notes because it's a paper pattern, and it's, you know, hard for me to see and keep up with on the paper pattern, but Good Notes seems to be working. But this is just like the section of the picture that I took that I have, and I'll have to just take another picture of an area that I want to work on and move it over, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's pretty big as well, so this will take me some time, but I can do this at night because it's on 14 count. It's on 14 count Aida. But it came with 14 count Aida, some sort of material for backing, and then the floss, a wooden dowel, and finials, needle, and easy to follow instructions with chart. Stuffing not included. Okay, I didn't know I was going to have to stuff it. I guess I'll get to that once I finish it. I mean, this will not be finished by Christmas, but maybe next Christmas or the next one. By the time that I have grandkids and I could actually use this, maybe. That's my like wish, is that I can like make this to where I can like hang it up every Christmas, and like my grandkids would be like, it would be like something that they like, oh, we get to do the advent calendar at grandma's house, or whatever they end up calling me. And my son that's married, he's hadn't been married for 2 years, and kids are like nowhere soon. So I've got a while to finish this, but so far I'm liking it. Okay, y'all, I'm back in my stitchy spot. My stitchy spot is a chair, and here, I'll get up and show you. Well, I have to flip the camera around. Hold on. There's my little stitchy spot, and I have my stand and my light and my chair and my footrest thing. And I just brought this up from the basement, which I'll talk about in a minute, and something else here. But that's it. That's my stitchy spot. My husband calls it my dungeon. I beg to differ. Dungeons are dark and scary, and mine has cross-stitching supplies in it. So, okay, so while I was at the beach, I got a notification that something I had ordered had come in, and it was a piece of fabric, and I was waiting for it to get to my house so I could start my new project. I just get so embarrassed. My new project out of the 50,000 ones I think I have. And it arrived when I was here, so of course I immediately started the next day, or maybe even that night when I got home. I was like, I gotta put a stitch in it. And I'll show you what I got, the fabric I got, and the pattern that I started on, which I've showed you before. So it shouldn't be a big surprise, but let me show you. Okay, so I ordered this really, really big piece. I say really, really big piece. I don't even know how much. It was like 27 by 37. I don't know. I got it from 123 Stitch. It's 25 count, easy count gridded fabric. And I finally got this in the mail, so I started my project, and I'll show you what I started. All right, y'all, I started it. This is my new full coverage start. It is artwork by Josephine Wall, and it's called Doorway to the Stars, Max Colors. And it's charted by Heaven and Earth Design. And it's a big one, and it is lots of confetti, but I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it, and this is because I love it. I love it so much. And I hope that I don't get frustrated with all the confetti, and I continue to work on this as much as possible. I am doing it, I'm trying to work on it every day. So it's kind of like a focus piece for me, just because I want to see some progress, because there's so many cool things like that moon and that whatever sun, I don't know what it is, planet, a moon, I don't know what that is back there. It looks like there's like mountains and pyramids and some sort of, looks like a glass castle. I don't know what it is. The colors, the waterfall, the rocks, and there's that girl looking up at the stars, and I think those are flowers and grass. Anyway, so it's got a lot of different things in it, and I'm sorry I'm so shaky. I guess it's because I'm so excited that I started this. Let me show, oops, it's going away. Let me show you what I did so far. There. That's it. Okay, so the coverage on the black that I'm using is not that great. I'm doing this tent stitch, and I know it looks like a mess, but for me it works. And I mean, I'm just at the beginning. I don't even know how many stitches I've done. Like, I think I did 200 tent stitches today. I'm doing it 2/1 tent stitch on 25 count. And I feel like I'm rethreading my needle like every stitch. So it's a lot of confetti. And because it's tent stitch, I mean, there's gonna be some white that shows through, but I don't even care, because I think it's gonna look good from a distance. You know, I think it looks good from far away. This needle minder is from Rebel Stitches Designs, I think. Rebel Stitches. And I love it. It's too peoply outside, which, yeah, sometimes it is. So that's how far I got, and I think this is only like 0.4%. So it's not even 1%. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, it's gonna take me a long time, but I think it'll look so good when it's finished. So yeah, that's my new start. And the fabric is kind of leading into my haul. I also got something else in the mail that I'm going to show you while I was gone that I am using for this project. And it's something new that I don't know how I even stumbled across it. I think I was watching some video, because that's usually how I find most of the things that I end up ordering. And yeah, let me just show it to you. Okay, so these are floss organizers, and they're made out of foam. And they've got these little slits in there, and that's how you put it on. And then they came with the stickers that you could just put the numbers of the floss on there, or the symbols, but I usually tend to work by the number, because that works for me, and because of Pattern Keeper, the number comes up, so I don't have to like search. You know what I'm talking about if you're used to Pattern Keeper. But I ordered these. I believe they came from, it's an Etsy store, and I'll try to link the Etsy store down in the description box. But they were like under $5 a piece. They came from Lithuania. So it took a couple of weeks to get to me, but it wasn't that long. And I actually went back on after I got these and was like, you know what, I like these. This is gonna work. And the way that I am working on this is I don't really have it totally kitted up. I'm pulling from a master set of floss that I have that's hanging in my closet. And so when I get to that color, I go and grab some, and then I put it on here. And then that's how I refill it too. And then once I get all the colors on here, then I guess I could take it places. But until then, I'll just be sitting up here in my stitchy spot and pulling from my master set. So, but yeah, I like these. I think a little bit better. I like them, well, first of all, because they're like under $5 a piece. I went back on, I went back online after I got them. I was like, I think I'm gonna like these, and I ordered like 9 more. But yeah, here's another one. But I like them because you can just throw them around, and I think I like them better than the Paco ones. I mean, I'm saying that, and I haven't really used them for that long, so we'll see. But just because they don't have anything sticking out of them, they seem like they're just more portable too. And so I'll just, that's the other thing that I got, or one of the other new things that I got in the mail that didn't, you know, cost too much money. So I'm happy with that. I wish that I could find someone in the US who made these. Maybe there is. If you know, let me know. Okay, and the last bit of haul that I received, which I actually got a couple days after I got home, is my project bag of the month from So Much to Love. So before I show you the bag, if you haven't got your bag yet, if you order the monthly bags, then don't look at this part because I'm going to show you what I got. But I really like it. So I'm going to show you, when you order the project bags, the project bag of the month, that always comes with like a little goodie package like this. And I'm going to show you what I got in here. All right, it came with this note that she includes with the bag. And I will just focus on this. And it just says, oh, hold on. Okay, I'll just read you this note. And she includes this that kind of explains like why she picked out the things that she picked out to put in the little gift bag that she includes with the mystery bag, or bag of the month, whatever it's called. And it says, hello, my lovelies. Happy July. The older I get, the more patriotic I become. I love the USA and feel so blessed to live here. I hope you enjoy this month's package. I found this fabric back in November of last year, and I've been waiting patiently to be able to share it with you. I am so excited about this adorable chart by the amazing Deanna of Cherry Hills Stitchery. I'm super excited that she has designed this chart just for us. Okay, I will go ahead and stop right here and show you the chart. There it is. And it's called Red, White, and Bloom. Cute, right? And it looks small, so. And most of the patterns I think she includes. Oh, this is only my second one. Okay, let me just focus on this now. I'm super excited. Okay, I've also included a snag nabbit tool. I first found out about this little gem on a FlossTube video by Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching. Steph explained how to use this tool. I have to admit, I never stitch without one now. I included these last year in January, but since we have so many new members, I felt it was time to include them again. If you already have one, you can definitely use more than one or keep one in each project bag. What does this little thing do, you might ask? Well, say you have a stitch that isn't laying down right. You just plunge the snag nabbit down into the fabric next to the offending stitch and pull through the back, and voila, the stitch is right and tight like magic. Or say you have the tail end of a thread poke its head up on the good side of your stitching. Just plunge the snag nabbit down through the fabric next to that little thread, and it will pull that tail end back where it belongs. I seriously love this thing. Okay, so there is the snag nabbit, and I'm going to say that she is correct. I ordered one of these off of Amazon or someplace. I can't remember where I got it, and I had it for like 2 days and I lost it. I have no idea where it went. So I went on Amazon, and they're not expensive, and I ordered a 3-pack of them. And then I got this one, and I was just so excited because it's like, yep, I love these things. And the reason why I love it is because I tend to pull up a lot of the threads from the back. And so it just pokes it back down. And then also I use it to pull out, when I end my threads, I do like a, I don't know what it's called. It's like a waist thread or whatever. And I pull it out and poke it down when I want it to go away. So these things are great. So snag, nab it, and you can find these on Amazon because that's where I ordered my 3-pack. So now I have 4. Still haven't found a missing one. Okay, let's see. I've included red cherry lifesavers, which is right there, and blueberry stash tea, which is what you've been looking at the entire time. Can you see the theme? Happy stitching, everyone. Hugs, Karen. Okay, so that's what came in this month's package. Now to show you the bag. There it is. Red, white, and bloom. So it's patriotic and florals. It's in red, white, and blue colors. So cute. And I get the, I think it's the More to Love bag because it holds the 8x11 Q-snaps. And there's her label that's on there with that information. And then, of course, it comes with the heart, the felt heart. And let's look at the inside fabric. What? I love it. And it's perfect for July. So that is the last part of my haul. Now this is the part of the video with a musical intermission. That's my husband's banjo. My sons gave it to him for Father's Day. And he is learning how to play it. He doesn't have any musical background whatsoever. And so he sits outside on our back porch in the evenings and watches a YouTube video that tells him how to play. And so he is slowly learning. And he's learned to go outside while he practices. That's all I know. All right, y'all, back up to the craft room. I'm getting some exercise today. So this is the part of the video that I'm going to call What's in My Basement? What's in my basement? These are things that I have found in my basement that I didn't realize that I needed. So that's my closet that I need to close the door. So I was needing a table to put my stuff on, like a side table, and I was gonna order one, and I actually brought one up here next to my chair to, you know, put like my tablet on, to put my iPad on if I'm watching something while I'm stitching. And I was so I was using something that was way too tall, and then I found something that I already had in my basement. Let me show you. Okay, so I found this cabinet thingy, and it has these plastic drawers in it. And I don't know why I wasn't using it, probably because I can't find the drawer that goes on the bottom, but you know what? I don't need it. I really just wanted it for the surface on top. Plus, I can use these drawers for certain supplies, right? And so what I do is I've turned it to the side. I had to clean it first because we had a leak from the ceiling down into our basement, and it like was covered in funk. Okay, so I've got this area, this surface area next to my chair, and I also found this thing, which I think, and I'm sorry about that sunlight, it's an easel type thing. It's like a lap desk. It has this handy handle, and a what's that thing called? I guess you could put, I don't know what it's for, but it has a thing where you can prop it up like that. So I'll pull it close to me, and then I will sit, ooh, the sun's coming in and out. And then I will sit, hold on. My tablet on there, which obviously really needs to be cleaned. See all those fingerprints and dirt and dust? So I'll put that, I'll move it over and put like my iPad over here, so it keeps the chart on my iPad, you know, because when I'm using Pattern Keeper, and it keeps it very handy to where I'm stitching. And these are two things that I already had that were down in my basement. So I didn't have to go out and spend any more money. So yay for me. Y'all, it's starting to, let me move here. It's starting to get really cloudy outside. We were gonna go to the lake today, this evening, but I think that's supposed to rain, and then rain tomorrow and Sunday and for like the next few days, but oh well. I wish it would break, like I wish the rain would like bring a break in the humidity, but I don't think it will. Okay, so this is getting towards the end of the video, and this is where I'm gonna do some shout outs. So, I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately. I would just put it on while I'm doing housework or while I'm stitching or just whatever, whenever. And two channels that I watched yesterday that I want to shout out. And one is in the, what is it called? The Under 1,000 Sub Club. And that's Stacie Stitches. And she is, I don't know how many, I think she's growing. I think she probably has about the same amount of subscribers as I do, actually. And I don't think she's been making a YouTube or a FlossTube all that long, but she has, you know, a good amount of, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like lean up against this because my arm is getting tired. She has a good amount of videos to watch, but she is funny. She's from Florida, I think she said, but originally from Pennsylvania, I believe. And I just wanted to give her a shout out because I really enjoy her videos. Plus, she, in her last video, just announced that she's launching a new, I guess, side business or something. I can't remember the name of it, Stacie Stitches Creations or something, but she's made I think it's her and her husband are making these tablet stands out of this really nice wood. And the price that she said they were was really, I feel like I'm really close to the camera. The price that she gave, or she said they were gonna be, was like really, it sounded really affordable. And then of course there's shipping, but they were nice. And you know that thing that I just showed you that holds my tablet, it would kind of serve pretty much the same purpose. And I really like them. I kind of want to order one. If I didn't already have something, I think I probably would. But go check, and I think she's only selling on Instagram right now. So if you found her on Instagram, Stacie Stitches, and I'll try to link her channel down below with the episode, the latest episode. So you can, I'm sorry, you're gonna see my hand right there. I gotta stretch this arm out. Okay. Yeah, go check out her channel, follow her, and go buy a tablet stand from her. because they're really nice. They look really, and you can customize them. You can like personalize them, I think too. That's an option. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I wish that I was creative enough to make something besides, you know, doing the cross stitch that people could use, but I can't come up with anything. I've tried to think of something and it seems like it's already been done a lot. So the other channel that I'm sure that a lot of you have already heard about is Laura. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Laura It's Laura spelled like, or Laura, L-A-U-R-A, and then G-R-R. And she is from Lithuania, I believe she said. And she makes FlossTube videos, and she is so funny and entertaining, and she does like editing, and she also, in the last video that I watched, she built like this incredible sculpture or something out of Legos. Oh my gosh. I was just, it made me like want to go order a Lego set and do it. It was so nice. But go check her out if you haven't, and you have, if you aren't already following her or haven't heard. I am just amazed and continue to be amazed by these FlossTubers who are making these channel or making these FlossTube videos in English so I can understand them, but it's not it's like their second language. I could never, nor do I want to. I don't even want to do that. But I'm just so impressed with that, because that has got to be hard to do, to translate different words and the whole, you know, floss lingo or cross stitch lingo and craft lingo that you use into a different language. And then some of them actually even make a video in their language and in English. I mean, so smart, so amazing, so much time and dedication that goes into that, I would think. I mean, and I'm assuming that since Laura is from Lithuania, that English is not her first language, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. But anyway, I just that to me is so interesting to me. And there's a lot of FlossTubers who are like that, but she's one that actually just sticks out. Laura, I know that you probably do not watch my videos, but I love you. I love she does a lot of full coverage stuff too, I believe. And she's like into like rockets and she's just so interesting. She's so interesting. You've got to go watch her if you aren't already. And that is my shout out portion of the video. Y'all, UPS is here. I wonder what they're bringing me. It was a little package. Let's go find out, shall we? No, I'm sorry, it's FedEx. Ooh, let's go see. Y'all, it's from Walmart. I know what this is. I'm opening it and showing it to you. Look, y'all, it's wax melts. This is oatmeal cookie straight from the oven. Okay, so I have a whole nother channel that's dedicated to home fragrance because I sell Scentsy, or I used to be really big into selling Scentsy, but I'm not so much anymore, but I mean, I still get it. But these are from Walmart, and they haven't had this scent in a long time, and they brought it back. It smells like oatmeal cookies, and I ordered 5 of them. I'm crazy. I told y'all this video is going to be all over the place. I mean, I've been walking all over my house, but it's just easier for me to do it this way. Okay, so now the part of the video that comes to giveaways or giveaway. I've decided to do something a little bit different, and I don't know how it's going to work. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, so I told you that I'm using my hands a lot right now. that focus piece of mine is the doorway to the stars. And I'm doing it in tent stitch, but it's still, because it's so confetti heavy, it takes me a long time to do it. But I have decided that instead of giving away, like, because I don't have like many I lost a lot of my charts that I was going to give away. I can't find them. I think my husband may have thrown them away while we were having some work done in the house. So I've decided that on that piece, I am going to and it's like, okay, I'm going to convert the number of stitches to pennies. Okay, so if I'm doing this math correctly in my head, say for instance, in 1 month, and I'm gonna do this once every month, and I'm gonna go ahead and back it up because I know I didn't start that one until July, sometime July, so I'm gonna go July 9th through the end of July. The end of July is when I'm gonna have my giveaway. Okay, say for instance I did 2,000 stitches on it. Then that's 2,000. Does that come out to $20? I can't. Does 2,000 divided by 100 come out to 20? Okay, if I'm doing it right, someone correct me if I'm not doing it right. Okay, so say for instance I only stitched 500 stitches on it. Would that be $5? Okay. Anyway, that is going to be my giveaway. Okay, so, and this will motivate me to work more on it so I can give you more of a reward. It's going to be a gift card to 1-2-3 Stitch, which hopefully I can just mail wherever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep track of how many stitches that I've stitched for a month on that project. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to come on and do the giveaway. So you don't have to enter anything now, but that's what I'm gonna do. So what do you think about that idea? Is it crazy? There's one stipulation, or there's probably gonna be more than one stipulation, but it cannot exceed $25. So if I stitch 5,000 stitches once a month, you're not gonna get $50. You'll get $25. Is that terrible? Unless I'm feeling extra generous, which, I mean, maybe that might happen. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but I will let you know in the giveaway, the giveaway announcement at the end of each month. And that's the way I'm gonna do it. So, so just, encourage me to stitch on Doorway to the Stars, please, because that'll just benefit the amount that I give away. Okay, y'all, I am done with the video. I've got to go eat something. I'm getting a little hungry. The sun came back out, so maybe it's not going to rain, who knows. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel or to my FlossTube channel, then welcome. I hope you stick around, and I make videos about every 2 weeks, I would say, and depending on, and they don't come on certain days. I have no schedule. I just make them when I get the time and when I'm in the mood. And if you are returning, thanks for joining me again, and I hope I wasn't too annoying. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like my video, and to let other people know I'm here. I think that you do that just by liking, or apparently by giving me a thumbs down. That works too. I don't know. I'm not trying to get YouTube famous or anything. I'm just enjoying the hobby that I enjoy doing and like to share my projects and all the other things that I'm working on or that are going on. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.